Mother Goose is not coming to Cornfest. Oh, hang on. I got something for Jeremy too. Hang on.
Hey,
Hang on, Jeremy. You little. You missed the beginning.
if you're around, I'm going to show you what I unboxed a little bit earlier. Got these from Diecast on Whatnot. This is G.I. Joe 54. G.I. Joe. What is it? 38? 34? 54? 34? G.I. Joe 46. This one, I was a little upset at this one. I bought the lot, not for those three books that I've got them, but I was trying to replace these next two. And this one's cover's ripped. Number 7. I need to replace 1 through 10. The the where is it? How is it? Oh, it's right underneath the gun blast. Can't see it on. Well, you can kind of see it there. There it is. There's that one. And then this one really got me into collecting comic books. So, and I don't remember. I don't remember buying this one. Transformers 24. This was part of a lot. I'd say I could have sworn I bid on 3 Avengers books, but on the invoice it's this one and 2 Avengers books. So 121. Let's try it without. And 126. I mean 169. So I'm trying to collect all of the Perez Avengers. I remember saying that I was bidding against somebody, and somebody says, "Yeah, I am too, but I'll let you have those." And they let me have them for $10. I think these cost me $20. I don't have any House of Slaughters that I can recall. Um, so I decided to grab these for $20 and the black and white. And I checked this out. It's not just your any old typical Whitman 3-pack of Shogun Warriors. For some reason, this is a famous 3-pack, and it's worth $50. I bought it for $10. So yeah, I also got. Well, I got the GI Joe lot for $11. Yeah, 10, 20, $10 for the Avengers and Transformers. So not bad. Of course, I did ask him to take my box that he has of mine and take the shipping sticker for that box, put my books together, send them all to me, and he didn't do it. Bought them blind. I well, I know it's 1, 2, and 3, and he said they were in decent condition, and they appear to be. I think those are the only ones that I have, are 1, 2, and 3. Before the cover release date. No, I bought the Zone. Okay. Were you pleasantly surprised? Oh, gosh, I didn't read all those other. Zoe, Lachey, I got 2 sets of those. Bought them blind. Yeah. Well, Zoe Lachey, they were going to be that style. Like, there's something skill in the children Lacheys are. I mean, you know what they look like. They're just all. They got that thing and the person and they look like that. They got that. Doesn't look like regular art. Man. I like the done the blind ones I bought better. And my Trying to find my. I was just messing with it. On the computer. Settings, system properties. Display. See, I already changed the display. Oh, that's terrible. There's something wrong with my screen. It's a widescreen, 23 inches, but it looks like things are stretched out. So I changed. That's terrible. Nothing's clear. I know it's not my eyesight because my phone is clear. The TV is clear. So right now I'm trying 800 by 600. I had it on 1280 by 768. I'm just trying all this different. It's blurry too. Patrick. Um, it's 20. I don't know. It's 23 inches. Try 16 by 1050. 1680 by 1050. Yeah, there was one above it that says that it's recommended. Oh. All the letters of the print is much smaller, but it. No, that's blurry too. Because I'm looking at the icons on the desktop, and I can barely read the titles of the icons. Everything is much smaller, and so it fits better in the screen, so it's not stretched out. Well, I was trying to get it to not be stretched out, but also to make it clear. I'm going to try it again on the 1920 by 1080. Which seems the same. And it's still blurry. Like the icon letters. Hmm. See, I'm not going to be able to read this anymore. I'm going to have to make the letters bigger somehow. It's landscape. Change the size of the text. 100. So I changed it to 125%. Oh, those still look weird. You know when you're in the doctor's office? Hello, Rebecca. You know when you're in the doctor's office and they show you a big wheel of all black lines, spokes, and it looks all weird, and they ask you which one seems darker than the others, when really none of them are darker than the others. But you try to say it's that one there, just to make them happy. Hit the Windows key and type clear type and go to the wizard. Just clear type text. Got some computer wizards here. Turn on clear type. It was checkmarked already. Next. Windows is making sure your monitor is set to the native resolution. And it is. Next. Yeah, I guess I could. It's just that I really haven't done much with this setup, but what I've been doing the past couple of months. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown. Click click the test example that looks best to you. See, just like the eye doctor. They're both fucking blurry. They're both blurry. Now they're doing work stuff while not at work. TikTok live with Frugal Freak. I don't know which one looks better. One or two? Again, one or two? One or two? Well, definitely the left eye. That's for sure. Now click the one that's best of you. Okay. Guess I would like to see it darker and bolder, right? So that one. Oh my god. That is so messed up, man. I can't see this stuff. It's almost moving. Try looking at the screen with one eye. Dude, that's what I just did. Let me see what it looks like now. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, so I guess still have the option to restore default. No HD color settings. No. All right. Well, let's see. I'll do one more unboxing. Since I unboxed it, recorded the video, I just showed Nether. You can't just close one eye. You can't just close one eye without losing your hand. Okay. Alright. I caught diecast over on Whatnot and got some old G.I. Joe books, 54 for $10, 34, 46, number 7, and number 3. That was $10. I'll tell you about my drug reaction. For another $10, I got this Transformers 24 and 2 Avengers number 121 and 169. The House of Slaughter, Zoe Lachey, A and B, Virgin Black and White. That was $20. For $10, this Shogun Warriors 1, 2, and 3 Whitman 3-pack, which is a $50 value. was that for the whatnot? I missed part of the show. I just caught him on there and started bidding. And I had to with stuff that cheap. Speaking of cheap, Mike was on Whatnot today. Oh, he's probably on right now. He said he was going to come on at 8:30. Guess he's not on. No, 9:45. You got yours, and I'm still waiting. I gotta sell sometime, right? Gotta, yeah. It's gonna be snowy and icy tomorrow. We get this stupid storm. Yeah, so I'm in here. I was just gonna try to get Rebecca's invoices done. Probably look for some books. I did the video, the unboxing video. I'm almost done with FOC. Today's Thursday, so we do FOC Thursday for my paid one with signatures. Remember signatures. Yeah, you paid for this, this. Yeah. I think you might already have your signatures. So this is the one that I'm trying to. Let me see. See, these are the ones. Avengers, Sonia, Vampirella, Stranger Things, Superman 1, Philanthro Cool 1, Robin Hood 1. You got your Stray Dogs, Friday 13th, third print, Flash, and the new Spider-Man 89. So that's these. Tomorrow. Is there a time that's good for you? That's good here. I mean, usually we go 8 o'clock. Right? 7 or 8. I usually say 7 and we end up going 8. Maybe the pot would help glaucoma. My eye's been messed up lately. Right? So I would like blink really. Oh my! Oh, there's no camera. Um, I would blink really, really hard, and then the eyes would just be all out of, and they would, you know. They didn't do that when I was 30. The issue seems to be between the chair and the keyboard. Chair and the keyboard. Me. Yeah, I went over the summer. Yeah, I think at least new. Yeah, I think they're new. I got them over summer. I didn't read it until just now. So, so I'm saying, I think you also get the big Suicide Squads. I don't see that pile. You get the ones from the first week that I went, the ones you already paid for, um, 2 weeks ago that didn't go in your box. So those are still here. There's nothing signed in there. They're all brand new books. Then I found this pile too from earlier last week, and yeah, I believe I did not charge you for this, but I'll double check. It's only $33. But I'll double check. I don't know what it is, but tell them you want to name it. I don't know what it is, but tell them you want to name it. Okay. What are the good ones? What are? If you go, like, what are people searching for? I didn't pay too much attention to that. I know that there was one, the web head cover. It's the white web head in it, so that's like a 1 in 50. So they were taking these leftover 1 in 50 ratios, and they were just sticking them in the Walmart packs. And you could see them because they know to look for the white covers, and so they were looking in the side or cutting them open and pulling them out. Um, you you want them to name the eye disease I have. I had the steam press. Yeah, these adults could be worse than little kids. Yeah, I don't think Nether would tell you that it probably wasn't worth it. He bought a bunch, and it was just a lot of the same books. Um, so, like those crazy people, they knew that the best thing to do was just to be to not buy all of them, but to buy the ones that had special books in them. And so that's why they were going through them at the store. So that was one of them, the white webhead. I believe there was another. Oh, man, that was like 4 months ago, Rebecca. They're likely all gone now. But if you're interested, go on YouTube and type in Walmart comic book. I don't know. Ratio books. Kim's. Yeah. They're usually 3. I think I saw 7. But I didn't see 7 off. 3 ratios, and what were the ratio? Were they all the webheads? Two of them was Secret War ratios, and one was I don't remember. See, there are some. Well, 1 in 500, but it's a worthless 1 in 500. Of course it is. Only one viewer. It's Thursday. Oh, dude, you want to see how it's coming out? Mike McComb's Catwoman. Oh. Yeah, that's what he specializes in. I would think it would throw off her cat-like agility. Can you see that big? Uh, that game was crazy. Game was crazy yesterday. Triple overtime. We haven't had a triple overtime game in, in Providence or in the Big East. It was 40 years. The South. You're not even in the South. Or are you saying your daughter's kind of going out there looking for it because she just got the news? But she's probably not on YouTube the way we are. We ended up scoring 99 points and winning by 7, 99 to 92. And the guys played 45 minutes each. They were cramping. They were hobbling off the floor. But if she's doing it for you, it should be under your direction. So you're up north and you're on YouTube. You should have had that information. Providence College Friars, NCAA basketball, and who would play? Xavier University out of Ohio. We should have won easily. Xavier was playing their hearts out. I don't know why. They weren't really playing for anything. I think they were going to the NCAA tournament. They had a decent enough record. They were trying to beat us. We've only been beaten by 2 other Big East teams this year. We got revenge on one of them. And in our final game, sometime next week, I believe we'll get revenge on the other one. It is me. She has made the purchases. Well, then, like I said, you're the one. I should know better. You've got the information. Said it's is. Am I right, Nether? 4 months ago. About 4 months. November. That sounds right. By the time I heard it in November, I'm like, it's too late for me. By the time you hear something, by the time you hear any of this speculation, this superhero is going to be in this movie, it's too late. You have to have the idea first. If they're going to see, they're not talking about ice as much in the new Black Adam movie. Hawkman, too expensive to get a first appearance, right? But the other Justice Society characters, the Atom Smasher, that's maybe a $20 book. You can grab that one. and ISIS. I've always been big on ISIS because I like ISIS, period. So, Dr. Fate, of course, is going to be expensive. I wonder why he has to look old, though. I don't really know Kent Nelson to be old. I know the Justice Society members are older now that you have, the second generation heroes already in play. I only heard about it about Christmas. I'm very sorry for being so bad. I try to keep you up. I try to make sure you have updated information. Tonight was FOC. Oh, look at it. He's giving away. Oh, that's
Okay.
it.
There it is, number 89. We're going to give that away.
That's Mike McComb.
Should I randomize CX times?
Drew the
Or
little
should I
one.
randomize CX times?
Ooh. Go 16.
Okay. Here we go.
That's a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, look at that.
369.
It deserved it, dude.
Wow, 369.
Oh, it's someone that already won.
Oh,
Fuck. Try CX times then.
it's not fair.
Let me ask Chester. Chester, how do you feel about me giving this away to somebody else?
Oh, that's rough.
Just like, fuck that. Give me
He
this
won
shit.
fair and
I
square.
understand. I got to give the option, though. Those are available at my store. The super special ones. Reroll it. Thank you, Chester. We'll do 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Chester again. Look at those cat eyes.
Chester again.
No. It's Sakamakai.
Sakamakai.
All right, it's 208. The winner is Rick James, bitch.
Ayo.
208. All right, you guys. That's a lot of shit, actually. Put Rick James, bitch. I want to say thank you to everyone that donated. Sorry if you didn't get something, but again, I know you want to win prizes, but it's more about the support to the channel. This is how I keep the lights on, basically, is this video once a week. So this was a great night. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to be spending the weekend at
Swornfest.
I think I'm gonna be doing videos, like filming. I might do some live. I don't know yet. I want to feel it out tomorrow night and Saturday and Sunday. Like,
He did that
the
fast.
main thing.
I said it usually takes 3 days to do Come on. You're being a yanker? Is that like a wanker? All right. What was I gonna do? Tell my drug story. No. Okay. Hey, Miss Ella. It's being a meanie. I'm not a meanie. So this drug, Fosamax, it's supposed to help cure my osteoporosis, which I was diagnosed with because I broke my left arm. They told me it's a special way to take it. You gotta take one pill once a week on an empty stomach, standing up. All this, it's a pain in the ass. So not only that, but you have to be under a dentist's care. And so it prescribed to me like in October, November. I didn't take it until 2 weeks ago. Now I think I took it wrong because I know I wasn't standing up when I took it. Or maybe the one dose didn't affect me. The following week, took it again, and I had a coffee, and I started feeling. Now I'm laying down in bed watching TV or YouTube, whatever, and my heart's like racing. And I'm like, okay, maybe the coffee, maybe I've got some energy. Let me get up and clean or whatever. But I never did. I could still, whenever whenever you're still, it's a lot easier to sense that beat, 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 beat. So 10 hours goes on. I start feeling pain. It felt like the flu was coming on. It was everywhere, but especially the shoulders, the hips, the ankles. It hurt so bad to even just roll over in bed. I felt like I was in a car accident. So I tried to go to sleep. I remember I dreamed that I was in a helicopter crash and my neck was stiff. I guess my neck was hurting overnight. So that kind of went into my dreams. Woke up the next day and it was bad. All Sunday, spent all Sunday in bed, taking 800 milligrams ibuprofen. And I guess it didn't make the pain go away, but made it a little more bearable. Man, I was having to get up to go to the bathroom or whatever, and it was so painful. It was so painful to roll over, to stand up. I'm going so slow to try to ward off the pain. And then I'm creeping like 100-year-old man. I'm holding on to things so I don't fall over. It was bad. that was all day. And then finally, you go to sleep again. And on Monday, I had an appointment, a follow-up appointment for my COVID shot. So I had to get up for that. Now I was feeling a bit better. It was still painful. I was still slow. Um, but I ended up going up there, and during my travels, I'm calling my PCP. It was a holiday, right? So they had to page him. He didn't answer. Called the service again. They paged him again. He finally answers and he says, "I didn't prescribe it to you. Call the endocrinologist." So I call the endocrinologist after figuring out who it is, because I only saw that lady once. Um, and then she's like trying to defend the drug company. Like, well, it can't be that. It can't be the drug. I mean, it says right on the. I read. It says right on their paper. Because I deduced. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't go anywhere, and it says right there, may cause extreme pain in every joint. Same as all those. Every drug has those. May cause headaches. May cause diarrhea. It may cause. So it didn't say anything about heart palpitations or anything. And I actually still had those today, so I'm not sure if it's related to that at all. I mean, just a coincidence. Yeah, I'm talking about a interaction that I had with this medicine, Fosamax. So, they hear that palpitations, they're like, well, you got to go to the hospital. And I just want to know how long it's going to last and how I can make it go away quicker. And they're telling me go to the fucking ER. So, pharmacist told me that too. I ended up going to the ER. Must have been 100 sick people in there. Sick people with vomit bags in their lap. It was terrible. People coughing on you, running by you to get to the bathroom. I was afraid to touch anything. The 9 hours that I was there, not one person wiped any surface down. And no fucking water. They caused me to dehydrate. There was no water. So I went to go to the cafeteria. I'm like, okay, security guard, can you unlock this door here so I can go to the cafeteria? Oh, no. We closed the cafeteria before COVID. Just closed to the public. Did what? I remember when my dad was dying 2 years ago, there was extra security there, and you had to go through certain doors, and you couldn't go through any of the other doors that you used to go through, because I went to this hospital for the past 22 years. I've been living in this neighborhood. There's 100 sick people in there, waited forever. Oh, finally, they took me right in and gave me the EKG, but then they wouldn't tell me what the EKG said. I think she said it was a little elevated. I'm going to show this to the doctor and let him blah, blah, blah. I still had to wait 5 hours. It was at least half the time. And then I got X-rays of my chest. Why are you X-raying my chest? What's that got to do with Fosamax? They were running up bills. They took so many. I gave the COVID people like 4 vials of blood. And then I go there. I don't know how many vials I gave them. They stuck me in both arms. They even stuck me on my wrist. So I had this one and this one. The right one was the COVID people. I got so many holes in me. I like my nurse, Selena. She was a cutie. She was trying to, being funny and trying to keep me in good spirits. Kept bringing me little Dixie cups of water. Finally, they wanted to. We gotta see if you have a blood clot in your lung. We need to give you a CAT scan. A $10,000 CAT scan. I said no thanks. These 2 bags of saline are enough. You gave me some tramadol. I feel better. I think, I felt a little bit better that morning. So I'm thinking, I go home now, another night's sleep, I'll feel a bit better the next morning. Why were they fighting? So I wasn't going to give them any more money. They did not tell me how long this was going to last. They didn't even talk about Fosamax. They brought in all the kid students, and the students are asking me questions like, "Do you have any breathing problems?" They're trying to learn or whatever, but I just wanted to know when I was going to get better. I guess, it would have been best for me to just call the drug company. Ask them. I'm still going to call them and let them know what happened. They need to have that on the books. And, but at midnight, there was a shift change. The new nurse comes on. What are you in here for? And I told her. She's like, "Oh, yeah, Fosamax. My friend did the same thing to her. Every joint in her body." Oh, there you go. You couldn't have had that response 9 hours ago? Like they'd never seen this before and didn't even care about it. I was over there with 160, 100 BP, and a pulse 135. And they were fighting like children. One of them got disrespected by the other one somehow. It was weird. You show some respect. Where's Becky? Was I too much of a meanie? Did she disappear? It's gonna be a new video. Yeah, so that was that. And I guess so today I was okay. Yeah, I can still feel something. And there was something weird. Wait a minute. Yesterday was the game. So I went to the game yesterday. My right foot from the ball of the foot to the toes felt like I had frostbite or something. It was like frozen, numb, but it hurt. So kind of like frostbite. And so, yeah, when I went to go see the game yesterday, that was a little concerning. Oh, that's right. He's probably on now. You know, I asked her if he contacted her, and she didn't tell me. Because he said that he did send her box out. Collecting is on right now, and so is Michael.
And some of them have already gone into second print. Yeah, right. That's amazing display. And then we have Step by Bloody Step #1. Like this book is already going up to
See,
$8 and
you
$10.
think the heart thing connected to the foot? Because they did check
Silver
for
Surfer Rebirth
edema,
#2.
but I wasn't even thinking that, so I didn't check when I got dressed that day.
Ghost Rider #1. The series looks intense. This series looks like a lot of body horror type stuff. You don't actually see Ghost Rider until the last panel. And this is like a huge book.
Let's see, Ghost Rider to the last panel.
Stuff, a bunch of like
So, Becky, did you hear from Mike? Did he answer your Insta message? Because from what I heard yesterday, he said he sent your box. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it lasted like 36 hours. Unless you count the foot thing, because the foot thing is still kind of there. Yeah, my shoulders. Remember they gave me that tramadol. I couldn't lift my arms above here without that extreme pain. And then they gave me the medicine, and I was able to do this. Just got an email. I drink so much water. Frank, we haven't seen you in a while. What are you talking about? That must be an automated message. Oh, okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back. Okay, he said he would have to ship me some tracking numbers, send me some tracking numbers. No? Whoops. Okay. Be right back. we still on? Yes, we're on. Oh, you sent the spreadsheet to her? Dang it, I'm not going to ER again without a gallon of water. And an N95 mask. Tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday? Saturday, there's another basketball game. What time? I'll make sure I can get up. It's at night. 8:30 at night. And then Tuesday at 7 p.m. Nah, he's still showing the same books over and over again. He did. Eventually, he ended up going back to the store, and he got that Draculina ash can that he's been eyeing. And so we asked him, "You saw that?" And he's not sure if the guy. He's like, "Okay." He's not sure if the guy charged him for it or what, because the books didn't total out to what he expected it to total out to. Then he goes and tries to sell it last night, thinking it's a I don't know $20, $30 book, and he looked it up on eBay, and it's a $5 book. Right. So it's a $5 book, and it's like, oh darn it. Well, I'll just hold on to it. Who gave you a piece of paper with tracking numbers on it? Did you ship something out? Mike didn't give it to you on a piece of paper. So I'm not sure what you told him. I'm having trouble. I can get it from them tomorrow for you. Sorry about this. Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me. You're not talking to Nether. Is Ella still here? She asked if I was sick a long time ago. There's something up there. message last night. Oh, the words. She copy and pasted it without saying that this is what Mike said. I'm having trouble finding a piece of paper. He's always having that trouble. Right? It's either an actual trouble or it's a lie. It's a delaying tactic. Did you not ask me? Duh. Alright, what was okay, the boxing we got. Talked about the game a bit. Talked about the ER. I'm going to the weather. You're getting the same storm as us. Probably, I don't know how different it's going to be down there, but it's like snow, sleet, ice, and rain. It's just all messy. So ours is going to be from like 8 to 11 a.m. And then, so they're going to try to plow it and salt the roads. And they said it's going to freeze over. It's going to go into the teens. It's going to freeze over. I'm going to have to somehow walk on ice to get to the game Saturday night. So I wonder if it'll be better Saturday night. I gotta get a haircut. I keep postponing. I wanted to get a haircut today and got lazy. Got into work 2 hours late because of that. That's a stupid place. That's just being abusive. Let me check his email. It's Texas. Ice is like kryptonite to Texans. You guys been following what's going on over in the Ukraine? I've been watching all little news clips. And it's terrible. Mm. It's just not fair. You foreplay messages? Where were you earlier today? We were supposed to get together and do the unboxing together. Some of his family's family. Some of his family's family is still in Poland. So you pray. I think Poland's safe, at least for now. I think if he's going to go after more countries, he'll go after the smaller, they're UN countries, though. They are now. Estonia, Latvia. He already took Georgia. Took Crimea. That guy, he's just so pompous and stuck in the old ways. I mean, how old is he? How long is he gonna live? He looks happy. He doesn't look all nervous like he should have a heart attack and die, which would be best for everyone. What's the thing? Even Estonia and Latvia, they're NATO countries, so he wants them because they're part of the Baltics. They separated from the Soviet Union, back in the late 80s. And he'll go after them next because he can get to them very easily from Belarus, from Russia, Belarus, and the Ukraine now. There's too much history with Poland, and what Germany did to them. I heard the ex-NATO commander say that there's no way that outside of nuclear weapons that Putin can win. Is NATO spends 10 times as much money on equipment and weapons and forces than Russia does. I don't know where they keep all their stuff. But now this is going on. We better watch out. We better keep our eye on China because, that's when if I were China, I would be watching the way everybody reacts to this. Because they plan on annexing Taiwan, getting them back. So they're going to see how it plays out and see if it might benefit them. Ugh. So we have to keep some forces over there on that side of the world too. I could see them saying, okay, they're distracted over there, so let's go ahead and do it now. And once we're in, they can't get us out. We could do a blockade to keep them from coming in. But once they're in, then we got to send in ground forces. That's not something anybody wants. I don't think so either. The USSR. He's not going to be able to rebuild that. Why would you? I mean, Russia's big enough. Russia is too big. You should just make that into two different countries. Mikhail Gorbachev. He still doesn't look that old. Imagine how old or young he was back then in 1984. Now he's trying to sell his remark. $10. I'd give it $10. He saw all the nice remarks on eBay, all full color. And he's like, man, I pay for this crap? Daytime. One time, Harry, that I want to reply back to China. But today was an accident. Tomorrow will be seen as aggressive. They will fly. Told Harry that. Okay. See, it didn't make sense when it said J time, Harry. I've never seen a remark with no sig. Yeah, that's the thing. No signature. I found that weird. Like, is that spit coming out of the mouth? Is that the signature? No. It looks like it could have been done by anybody. It really does. Oh, he started at $30 and then he put it down to $25. Joker has time to go there. No time to come to my room. That's what we're saying. What signature? There's no signature on the remark on the Stray Dogs free comp update. So am I stuck in also? Depends on how it comes down. Yeah, I gotta get the haircut, so either tomorrow or Saturday. Chris Shook, hello. Am I down to 0? What? Think, Frank. I just finished the whole story. You'll have to scroll back. But simply put, I've got osteoporosis, so they prescribed me a drug for it. I took a pill, and it screwed me up. I had pain all throughout my body for days on end. Finally, doctors forced me to go to the ER, and I told a bunch of stories about the ER, and nothing ended up happening, and it finally just went away after 48 hours. Yeah. So now my foot's numb. Yeah, this is a long video, so there's no counter on it. Can you guys see a counter? Um, it's I started at 9 o'clock, and it's 10:41. So we're talking about that. I can scroll up in the chat because that's when Ella came in. Yeah, 10 o'clock. So from like 10 to 10:30, or the 1 hour point of the video once it gets posted. It can't be 2 hours. Yeah, don't watch the beginning. The beginning's always slow. So yeah, so we were just doing the FOC, listening to a different channel, seeing what books are coming out a month from now. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Listening to people say the same two words over and over again. What words were they? Hmm. Whatever that stupid shit they were saying. When I forget how they said it. This is the first thing he tried to do, man. He's like, doctor comes in. He comes in with all the students. Well, the doctor's only like fucking 30 years old. And he's like, so you feel pain all over, right? So he starts. I'm like, dude, I'm 50 years old and I'm smart. I know what you're doing. I don't have fibromyalgia. And he's like, oh, you got depression, huh? Let's see, does this hurt? Let me listen to your lungs. Listen to my fucking heart. How's my EKG? Is it elevated or not? It's not? Then I can go. No, you're not getting $10,000 from me for a goddamn CAT scan. I don't care if it's about money or not. I don't believe in wasting money. I should have said to him, you know who I am? You want to give me a CAT scan? You know who I am? They call me Frugal Frank. The doctor refused to do an ultrasound or CAT scan. Second one did the ultrasound right off the bat and found my secret bag of marbles. Yeah, you told me that one. Why do you think he refused at first? There's areas that hurt on every fiber, but it's different. I'm telling you, it doesn't. Fibromyalgia doesn't come on all of a sudden on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock. I believe she was pin my issues on anxiety, depression. And I've seen that before. It's like they're trying to give work to the other doctors. You know, the crazy doctors. I had taken another pill. This is going back to 2012, and I was allergic to that one, like Cinepril, and it shut down my kidneys. I ended up in the hospital for over 24 hours. They ended up they're trying to fix that. Meanwhile, they're like, hey, you want a stress test? They're spending all kinds of money on me. You want to talk to a psychiatrist? Okay. 2012. You remember this. And then this is another one of my stories. I don't know if I want to get into too much detail here because it's story time. It was the first time that I'd ever been in the hospital overnight. They asked me if I wanted to talk to us, and I'm like, I love psychology. I love to talk. Um, Unfortunately, it was a bad time to do so. And I told you that I had a CAT scan that shows so much. I know they show a lot more, but it's not gonna. Anyway, July of 2012. How do I start? In what town was that? Aurora, Colorado. Batman begins. No, Batman: The Dark Knight came out in the movie theater, and what happened? That guy shot up the movie theater with all kinds of weapons and painted his hair and all, and called himself the Joker. And well, when this student came to talk to me, talking in a room, and she's trying to get me to open up and ask me all these stupid questions, and I'm giving her everything. I'm like, starting at when I was 4 years old, this is what happened, and I'm telling her and telling her and telling her, the TV's on, and you could see they brought that guy into the courtroom. He was being arraigned or something, and what was on the news constantly at that time was, oh, we gotta. This guy had mental issues. We gotta find these mental people before they shoot up theaters, right? Well, how do they do that? How do you just find them? Find them in the ER. You might find them in the county jail. You can find them in the ER. So just have someone talk to them and have them ask them the question, hey, are you thinking about hurting yourself? You thinking about hurting others? Do you have any weapons? Want to get any weapons? Oh, I want to get a weapon. Yeah. I'm an American. I'd love to get a weapon. Does anybody like to hurt? Now, recently, somebody had stolen $1,000 from me. And it just so happened to be my middle school bully. If there was someone that I would hurt, it'd be Eddie Fernandez. No? Eddie Fernandez? Stupid me. I talk too much. And I'm too honest. So, I've been in the hospital for 2 days at this point. I gotta be well by now. So I'm like, my ex-girlfriend from high school. I'd never been in the hospital before, so she comes running to the hospital. As far as I can pop up. So I had some people there visiting me. They brought my brother, Carlos, who I'd refused to see at that point. And so they were forcing me to see him, because I'm locked down. I was getting ready. I put my shoes on. I'm like, feel better. I'm like, oh no, you ain't going nowhere. Take those shoes off. What are you talking about? They kept under guard, and all I could have was sandwiches. Couldn't have any forks or knives or anything. Then the big head honcho psychologist and all 8 students came in there and asked me all the same questions. And I'm like, listen, I know what you're doing. I said that because of what was on the TV there. I know what you're doing. Now, is this me with my conspiracy theory? And I don't really believe this. I believe there was so much chatter in the media about we have to do something about these mental people before they kill everybody. And so they wouldn't let me go. And then they transferred me, tied me down to a bed and transferred me over to the mental ward of a hospital across town, 4th or 5th floor. It was a lockdown situation. It's one with all these crazy people screaming at the top of their lungs. You can't sleep. I tried to go to sleep. I got up from my room where I had a roommate, and I went to sleep in the rubber room, but I couldn't sleep in there either. It was right next to the nurse's station, and they just kept talking all night. It was crazy. I remember eating lunch, and the little room was full of crazy people, and I'm just trying to mind my business and eat. And I see somebody running by the door. I heard a boom, and then an alarm. And then you see other people. Zoom, 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 zoom. The dude was trying to escape, and they got him. They took him down, dragged him back in. Yeah, eventually another, 24 hours later, I had an interview with these doctors, and they gave, they did their opinion assessment or whatever, and totally, man, it's like, I totally didn't belong there, and I'm like 42 in 2012. I'm a nice guy. I mean, that's what got me into trouble. I was a nice guy and open and honest and all that. And anyway, they sent me home. They gave me a pill and they sent me home. And they said, okay, you're gonna take these pills and you're gonna go see this doctor. You're gonna get situated with some ongoing therapy. Okay, I like therapy. Now that you think about it, when you put it that way, it might be like a permanent babysitter, to make sure that this wacko doesn't get a gun. But all my therapists have loved me ever since. But that pill, I get home, I think it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All of a sudden, I'm at home. My right ear starts ringing. I'm like, what the hell is this? I go to the ER. Now, I'm in the neighborhood. It's only a couple blocks away. I just walk to the ER. I go there, spend hours and hours there. They don't know what the hell's wrong with me. They're looking in my ears. So I do a little Google search for that medicine that they gave me. It's called Celexa. I Google it, and it says right there, possible tinnitus. So I'm like, look, it's the medicine. I can't take the medicine anymore. Tinnitus. And, oh yeah, tinnitus, yeah. So, the tinnitus went away. It went away. It wasn't constant from that day on. But it wasn't long. Maybe a year later. Maybe a couple years later. When it started to come on. And that's when I found out that it's actually hearing loss. My first bumper starts gave me phantom smells. I hope they were good smells. It's weird what these drugs do. They do so many good things, but then get these weird side effects. So yeah, I did tell them, hey, gave me tinnitus. I said, okay, don't take it, but definitely get on something else when you get to the doctors and get all situated. So it took a couple of months. Hey, I could have freaked out in a movie theater, but I waited a couple months. Got a psychiatrist, got a prescriber, I got a therapist, I got social work. I got all set up with all these people, and I've liked it ever since. I had a better quality of life. I got on some medicine. The medicines have never really helped much with my depression or whatever, but I like talking to therapists, and I was able to get like a physical trainer. That's one of the things that would help your mind is to help your body. And so they had physical trainers, and I got familiar with those people, and kind of started playing tennis and doing yoga and making friends. And so that part of it was really beneficial to me. I enjoyed it. And with this COVID, everything's locked down. I couldn't even see my last. I went there, and she wasn't even there. It was cigarette smoke. It drove me crazy. Yeah, why couldn't it be strawberries? Yeah, so it wasn't enough detail, I guess. I would hope the finished product would be a little better, a little more detail. Yep. Looks like Mike's over. He lasted 51 minutes. Oh no. hoping there's something wrong with my. Like maybe it's just not published yet. He took it down. He did it. I was gonna watch it later. He took his video down. I think it went so badly, he took his video down and removed it. Damn it, I wanted to see what was going on over there. He took his video down. For 51 minutes, he was trying to sell his books. See this? Video unavailable. This video is private. He made it private. He knows I've been spying on him because I showed up in his whatnot. He doesn't say hello or anything, but he could totally see when I enter the room because it says Frugal Comics has entered the room. Hello. There's no way that I can go in there stealthily. Gosh, I hope not. Now this fucking war. This is a big war. You see what they did? It's something not even the United States, when we entered Iraq the first time, that we, it kind of had, all these plans. So we were doing stuff and we were taking, I guess it was kind of like that. But, yeah, just all these planned sorties. They were practicing right at their border for weeks. They lined up 150,000 troops. They practiced there for weeks, and then they just went in and just fulfilled their plan. They took out all the anti-aircraft stuff, all the radar and anti-aircraft missile sites. That's the first thing you do. And you should take out power and bridges, but they don't really want to hurt the people. What they want to do is they want to just put their people in charge of the country. And that way they can have a mini Putin who doesn't want to join NATO be the buffer between Russia and NATO. Like, why not? We're dealing with this stupid virus. The economy's fairly bad worldwide, and you go and start a war that you know is going to turn your ruble to shit? Well, I don't kind of. I mean, did they knock out the electric plants? They were saying that doing something like that is not a precision attack, because if you take out their internet, it could affect Poland and so on. And if you did that, that would be an attack on them. So that they're really trying to not affect the other countries outside of sending them some refugees. And Rebecca, you need to go tell Mike to make that video visible because you want to watch it. Eleven o'clock. Oh. So I can still see myself over here, so I thought I was still on screen. Guess Rebecca's in the bathroom again. Ella didn't say goodbye or anything. Chris shook, left without saying goodbye. Unless you're still here. He told what now? He told what? Why's my brother awake? Got my Batman tickets for 11/11 for, what's it, Thursday? The 3rd at 6, I think. It's a brand new theater. It was an old theater, and then somebody bought it, and so they renovated it. I'd never heard of the chain before. It's called Apple Theater. I don't know. And I don't think it's Steve Jobs Apple, but it's, high tech with Dolby sound and reclining chairs. Oh, if anybody gets anything from me, a text, it wasn't me. I've been hacked. And this crazy stalker better leave me alone. That's my cousin. Well, if you show your boobs on Facebook, you should expect to get a stalker. She's just one of those women that makes the kissy faces and all that. Trying to be sexy. I don't do that. I put up a couple of pictures where someone says, hey, I don't get it from everybody. Just cousins will say I'm cute or whatever. Hmm. Huge explosion rocks the air base. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw it was a news crew. A news crew. They get to the airport and they see some soldiers over there, and they're like, "Hey, we're from this news crew. Can you tell us what's going on over here?" And then they realize they're not talking to the local military. They're talking to the Russians. The Russian airborne had already come down and taken over the whole airport. The stuff Putin's been saying, you know, like if NATO gets involved, you will regret it. You will endure the most horrible. It's like he's being descriptive. He used the word horrible without actually saying, I got nuclear weapons. Becky, she fall asleep. I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna go watch some more news and uh, I gotta do the invoice. Yeah, I can't do the invoice while I'm got this open. Yeah. Right. Did I hear 147 of them? Nobody wants a wall. Just him. Why did they capture Chernobyl? That's puzzling. To me, it's just a wasteland, right? Like I wouldn't even want to drive by there. And they're capturing it and controlling it. I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, check on the net. Well, you mean Kiev? It's south of Kiev, but I thought it was a little further west, and it wasn't in the way, so it would have to be east of Kiev in order for the tanks to roll in. Um, I was thinking maybe they were just after nuclear waste. Oh, I heard that they hit something with a missile there, and some it blew up and it put some radiation in the air. Don't know how bad. I just don't like it though. Stupid. That's what I'm saying. They hit something. That's what they had to do. They had to bury all the dirt, or take the topsoil off and haul it away, or something like that. I didn't see that HBO miniseries, but I want to. It's supposed to be really good. Called Chernobyl. Man, that happened when I was a kid. I was scared. I was scared of the radioactive rain that was coming our way. I remember watching the news. Yeah, you were too young. If you were born at all. Oh, oh, I forget the year. Since you've seen it 3 times, you know the year that happened. Yeah. 86. Yeah, around the same time as the Challenger. 86. That confuses my memory. Um, Typically, I picture something happening when I'm at a particular house because we move like every year or two, and so I picture myself in a particular apartment when that happened. We were only there for a short time. But yeah, it was before that. Challenger. Talk about another disaster. The Patriots versus the Bears was right around that time. Hey Google, when did the Patriots play the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl?
On website ChicagoTribune.com, they say January 26, 1986, the Chicago Bears beat the New England Patriots 46-10 in Super Bowl 20. I also found an answer to this
Holy,
question. Do the Patriots ever play the Bears?
I thought it was 56. 46-10.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something related.
Stop.
Do you want to know what's the meaning of
No. They took it back to get the goodies. What the I was just closing the stream, Patrick. Good to see you. Yeah. I told a little story about my health scare Monday. I believe you were here earlier. You saw my haul. Yeah, I just noticed that I missed Chaos. So I'm gonna go watch Chaos while I do some invoices. But good to have you all here. Thanks for dropping in. Missed you guys. Gosh, I haven't been. It's weird not being on for like 4 days. Is it 4, 5, 4, 5 days? Okay. Y'all take care. Goodbye, Chris, Miss Ella, Becky, Nether, Patrick. See y'all tomorrow. Good night.